I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me in my first video. It meant so much to me, and I'm so glad that all of you guys liked something that I enjoy very, very much and would like to turn it into a career. So thank you once again, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So for today's video, I want to do a recreation of one of James Charles's campaign looks for the James Charles X Morphe palette. And so if you'd like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. On a Morphe M332, I'm going to take that shade literally, it's a hard word to say, but that red shade right there, I'm going to apply that to my outer corner. Now I'm only going to apply it on one side of my eye because the look that I'm recreating has all the warm tones on one side and then the cool tones on the other side. So I'm going to take that red shade and just apply it right on the outer corner. Applying it and then blending it out as I go. So once again, taking that red shade, packing it right here, and then blending it out. Now I'll go in and intensify that red shade later, but right now I'm just going to move on to the next step. Now on a Morphe M330, I'm going to take that shade 518, which is that orange shade right there. And I'm going to apply that all over the middle of my eye. Really just applying it randomly and then blending it out later. Now yellows apply best if you use like a pencil brush or like a packing brush, something like that, because yellows are very hard to get that pigment through. So I'm going to take a Morphe M222, which is a pencil brush. I'm going to take that yellow shade called B. And I'm going to apply that in the inner corner area. So right here and a little bit in like that. Now it looks very rough right now, but it's all going to come together and all be blended out soon. Now I'm going to go back in with that orange shade on the same brush that I used. And I'm just going to apply it and then blend it into that yellow and into the red. And then go back in with the yellow pencil brush and make sure that has a nice blend right there. Now I'm going in with the red shade that I had and going back in and intensifying that red so we get all of the color that we want. Now it looks very scary at first. There's a lot of color on that brush. So don't be too scared, but just apply a lot and then go back in and blend it out. Orange shade and going back right here to make sure we have a nice even blend. Like that. We're going to go in and cut the crease later, so don't worry about any of the messiness in the lower half of the blend. Now on that pencil brush that we used, I'm going to take that yellow shade and apply that right down the lash line towards the inner part of it. And I'm taking this on a Morphe M222, which is a pencil brush, and then dipping into the orange shade. I'll take the orange shade and just apply it on the middle part. Now it's a lot easier to blend out the lower lash line because it doesn't take much to blend out. So you're just gonna pretty much apply it and swipe it and then it'll pretty much blend. Now we're also gonna go into the red shade and connect that red shade to the corner right here. Now on a Morphe M332, I'm gonna dip into that purple shade called Escape, which is right there. So I'm gonna dip into that shade and just applying that to the outer corner like I did with the other shades, and really packing it on right there, and then going in and blending it out. 2 circle and swiping motions to blend. And we can go back in and pack in more shades because you're going to start to lose that pigment when you're blending it out and it's kind of like dusting it away. So you're going to go and pack in more to just fix that. Now on a Morphe M330, I'm going to dip into that blue shade called Playground, which is this nice bright blue right there. And I'm going to apply that in the middle shade where we applied the orange on the other side. So just once again, packing it on. Well, that's a lot of pigment. And then going back in and blending it out. And we'll go back in with the other colors to make sure that this is a nice seamless blend, but you can just roughly blend it in for now. Now on a Morphe M332, I'm going to dip into that light green shade called Social Blade, right here. And I'm going to apply that where I applied the yellow. So just pack it on the inner corner and blend it out. Now I'm going back in with that purple shade because we lost some of that pigment when we mixed the blue in. So we're going to go back in with that purple shade and get that color back. I'm so used to taking the color from one side and blending it into the other one, so I just did that. Like I picked it up and blended it into the red, but it's okay because I didn't have any shadow left on that brush. But now I'm going to take the blue, go back in where we did that purple, and blend like this to make sure the colors are seamless. Now taking that pencil brush, I'm going to go in the inner corner with that green shade and apply it right there and blend it out. And now I'm going to dip into the blue shade and do the same thing. So dipping into that bright blue shade, going to pack it on and blend it out. And then now for the purple shade. So I'm just going to make sure it connects to the other side of the eye. Just like that. Now on the back of my hand, I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation in the shade white to cut my crease. I like to go above my actual crease. And then pull it down to cut it. So above my actual crease. Now I'm not doing a full-blown cut crease, so I'm not taking that all the way out. I'm only taking it kind of halfway and pulling it in. Now taking a Morphe M124, I'm going to take that white shade called Flashback. And I'm really just going to pack this on and set this. Now in James Charles's look, he had a kind of a shimmery white on the inner corners. So I'm going to take the shade VIP from the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Armed and Dangerous one. And I'm going to take that same packing brush that I used for the white and go right over where I put it. Now I'm going in with the two outer corner shades that I had, so the purple and the red, to make sure that that blends out that white in evenly. So I'm starting with the purple and I dipped into it. I'm going to blend that in with the white, so it doesn't look like it was just like randomly placed there. I'm going to do the same thing with the red. So dipping into that red shade, packing it on right there, and roughly blending it in. Now I'm also going to go in and take that white foundation that we had earlier to cut the crease. I'm going to cut it, bring it down right here, and cut it out like that. Now I'm going over where I put that white. I'm going to take that VIP shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette and go back over and make this very shimmery too. Now for mascara, I'm using the Retro Glam mascara from Rimmel. So I'm just going to do one initial swipe on it and then go back in and do zigzag motions to really coat the lashes. I just sneezed and I got mascara all underneath my eyes. Now I'm gonna go do my face makeup off camera, and if you would like to see how I did my face makeup, just go and watch my first video. Now for lipsticks, James used a like mauve pink color. I take the Revlon matte lipstick in the shade Seduction. Now in James's look, he did false freckles, and I don't really know how to do that, and I don't want to mess up the look that I've spent so long on, so I'm just going to leave it how it is. So this is the finished look. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I would love to hear from you guys.